Hey my fellow ink drinkers, welcome to Dark Violet Dreams, where I share my love of books, movies, and other deliciously dark delights. I am a mom of 6, and I currently homeschool 4 of those 6 kids. 2 are grown and have graduated, and one of our favorite things to do is read some books aloud together. So I thought I'd gather a few middle grade books to share in honor of Middle Grade May and our upcoming summer break, because summer break is the perfect time to read books together, especially on those stormy days or when it's too hot to go outside and enjoy nature. Why not snuggle up in the air conditioning if you've got it and read some good books together. So I have 8 books for you today. We have so many books that we love, but I thought these would be fun to read during the summer. Even if they're not necessarily set in summer, they're great books to read together during your summer break. The first is Don't Call It All by Robbie Myles. Now this is about a boy named Jesse who feels left out. He doesn't get to partake in the Instagram messages and the texts and all the things that his peers have been experiencing because he doesn't have his own phone. His parents don't think he's ready. They think it's a bad idea. So one day, a mysterious man appears and makes a deal with him and gives him a phone. And things get a little dark, a little twisty, and it's a lot of fun, and there's great lessons in here as well. So definitely check this out. Robbie is a teacher, so just bonus. He knows kids, so he knows what they like. And my kids really enjoyed this. So did I. The next book I'd like to highlight is October Jones' The Lightning Pines Mystery. Now, this is about a boy named October who has been seeing a lot of crime happening around his little town, and he wants to solve this mystery. But the problem is he's kind of so involved that he becomes a suspect. Excuse the loud noises in the background. I've got to get this done so I can get outside with my kids because it's a beautiful day. And, you know, that's what comes with having a large family. You're going to get noise in the background, so I apologize. Anyway, this is a great book. Mysterious, fun, perfect for younger kids and middle school kids as well, whoever is interested in reading something like this. The next is The One and Only Ivan by Katherine Applegate. This is about a gorilla who lives in a shopping mall and is kind of stared at and gawked at all the time. He is very creative and draws some cool pictures, and things change when this cute little elephant, Ruby, who is abandoned by her family, I believe, moves into the shopping mall, into the little mini zoo in the shopping mall, and kind of helps him to see what life was like outside these cages. And so things change, and it's a very heartwarming, heartbreaking story, full of great lessons for your family. The next book is called There's Something Sinister in Center Field by Robert P. Ottone. This is a wonderful book, perfect for summer. It's about a little league team who has a scheduling conflict and ends up playing at a creepy kind of run-down ball diamond right next to, you guessed it, a cemetery. And so they have to kind of play/battle these spirits to win back the soul of one of their players, as well as, you know, earn the right to use this diamond. This was a lot of fun. Clearly I enjoyed it because I marked it up, but it'd be great for your kids, for yourself, what have you. A great summer read. The next book is called Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus, and this is about a girl named Avon who moves to a old kind of rundown Western theme park type thing in Arizona, and she struggles to make friends, of course, but then she befriends a boy who also has some struggles of his own that cause him to have trouble making friends as well. So they become best buds, and they discover something in Stagecoach Pass, which is the theme park, that leads to this long mystery. And so it's all about self-acceptance, accepting others, and solving mysteries. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I think that you would too. Why do they have to mow right now? Of course, I can't talk about middle grade books without mentioning James and the Giant Peach. This was one of my favorite books that was read to me when I was in second grade, I believe, by my second grade teacher, Mrs. Woolham. And that was my favorite read aloud that she did that entire year. That's the one that stood out the most to me, and I absolutely loved it. It's about James, this orphaned boy who ends up in a peach with some kind of magically changed bugs that can talk to him, and they go on adventures. It's really good. A lot of fun. The movie's fun as well. So that is awesome for a family read aloud, or just sitting up, cozying up with a good cup of coffee or tea, or maybe some peach cobbler. And enjoying the ride. Last but not least, I'd love to talk about Wonder. Now, Wonder is very special to my family. Wonder is about a boy who has facial differences, and specifically in the book, but not necessarily the movie, the TCOF1 gene is mentioned. He has a mutation of this gene, and that is Treacher-Collins syndrome, and our youngest daughter, Shelby, has the same thing. So when we had her, I think it was 1 or 2 days after I had her, we saw the preview for the movie. This trailer included a scene between the mother and son, and he was talking about his struggles, and she was just, breathing new life into him, just pouring so much love into him. And I just lost it, because it was like, this movie was meant to come out right when we needed it most. Of course, because Shelby was in the NICU for the first 5 weeks of her life was a little bit hectic, so we didn't get to the movie right away, but that one little moment really sparked something in me and just gave me so much hope. So the book is just as good, but I would have to say that I prefer the movie, but I think the book is an important read as well, because there are some small differences that definitely are worth checking out. So if you are interested in that, it is about a boy who's in 5th grade. He's going to school for the first time, and he's learning how to kind of deal with people that aren't as accepting, and it also goes into so much more with the family and everything. I just absolutely love it, and I don't have the physical copy here. We had 2 hardcover copies of this book and must have lent them out. I think one of my daughters has one of them, but the other I must have lent out and never saw again. So I think I need to learn my lesson and not lend books out. But we will get our hands on another copy, because that is something that we need to cherish forever and not lend out again. And just recommend, not lend. You might be seeing me at a different angle right now, because I totally forgot to share one of the books on my list. Mom brain. But this is a book that we recently read and really enjoyed. I read this with Shelby. It is Babysitter's Little Sister, #1, Karen's Witch. We had so much fun with this. Shelby could not get enough of it. It is about Christy's stepsister, Karen. This whole series is about her. And this particular book is about her fascination with the lady next door. She is convinced she's a witch. She's going to go to great lengths to prove it, and it's just a really fun time. And there is definitely a lesson about being nosy and snoopy and just kind of, minding your own business. So, bonus. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. This mug has seen better days, but I still need to cheers you. So thank you so much for joining me here today. Let me know what some of your favorite middle grade reads are. I'd love to jot them down and read them with my kids if I haven't already. And let me know what your summer plans are. Are you going to be reading a lot? Are you going to be traveling? What are you going to be doing? Summer is just around the corner. I am so excited for summer break. It is actually a break for me. I know a lot of moms kind of dread summer break because it makes more work for them because their kids are out of school, but I'm with my kids all the time because we homeschool. So it's a break for all of us, and we get to, kind of relax and do some things that we normally wouldn't have as much time to do. And it's just, I love summer break. Do not love the heat, but I love summer break. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day or night. Until next time, cheers.